back to follow for 33, and here we are on 31. Here's Kathy with our verse.
Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Therefore, we also, since we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith.
Well, you know, this may come as a surprise, but I'm a little bit of a nerd. Even in my exercise, I am, and perhaps some of you have this in the Xbox's Sports Connect. They built in this silly little feature where when you do the track and field, the stadium is filled to capacity like an Olympic game. And if you happen to win the race, you can raise your hands after the race in this moment of victory. And when you raise your hands, the entire stadium comes to their feet and starts cheering. And I have to admit, I've raised my hands a number of times because even if it's just pretend, there's something very positive about this great cloud of witnesses cheering you on.
And the good news is a great cloud of witnesses isn't just for exercise nerds like Cubby. The sentiment here is, when we run the race set before us, all of heaven is cheering for us.
Standard practice back in ancient Olympics was to tie these large stones to their ankles. And I don't know if you've ever tried it, but I tried using those ankle weights while doing distance running. And boy, did my joints pay for it afterwards. There was some real pain that happened there.
And I can only imagine the pain of those ancient athletes who used those humongous stones. The mental picture here is the truth of sin, whatever form it takes in our lives. It trips you up, it slows you down, and it can have painful effects.
Now, on the positive side, these ancient athletes, they would wear their stones right up to the time of the race and take them off just for the race, and then they would fly like the wind. And, well, that's what freedom from sin does for you.
And that experience of freedom is available to any and all of us who resolve to run the race that God has set before us. So, be encouraged.